Patrick Langmaid owns Mother Ivey's Bay holiday cottage near Padstow in Cornwall, camping caravans, motorhomes. We spoke to Patrick on 5 Live Breakfast last month. And Patrick, it's fair to say you were feeling pretty gloomy then. How are things looking now?
Good morning, Dani. It's certainly been a white knuckle ride for us. Gloomy a month ago, and in fact, even last week I was quite despondent because the noises coming out of Westminster were that camping was not going to be included in the first wave of opening on the 4th of July. So on Tuesday, when the Prime Minister in the House announced he got cheers for the pubs, but he also got cheers from the backbenches for camping. And we were, as an industry, massively relieved and delighted because we're now able to move forwards and open. And, we have a pathway out of lockdown, and that's wonderful for us.
So are you opening all parts of your park?
Oh, no. The Prime Minister has very kindly said that from the 4th of July, providing you can meet the guidance on safety, you can reopen. And having reviewed the guidance, I would say preliminary, and we've had to do stuff in advance of receiving full guidance, but we've decided that half our touring pitches will actually be mothballed for the whole of 2020. And that's because even with social distancing going down to 1 metre plus, and of course, preferably 2 metres. But even with it going down to 1 metre plus, our toilet blocks are still, when they open, which will be at the end of July, but when they open, they will be very much reduced capacity. And consequently, we've decided to mothball half our touring pitches. We've also got slightly fewer hire fleet caravans. So I think people arriving are going to see they're going to have a different experience. Last year we had 2,500 people on the site in peak periods. We won't be getting to 1,000. We'll be under 1,000 now. So, with one eye on the local community and the fears of our local community and worries about a second spike, we're doing our bit to be responsible.
Keep numbers down, yeah. So some people will be disappointed. I've got to ask you about the scenes in Bournemouth yesterday because you've tweeted photos out from the beaches near you when people were visiting there, and you've been incredibly angry with how people have left things. If tourists are coming to your neck of the woods this summer, what would you like to say to them?
Well, I'd quite like to say, please don't do drugs on the beaches as a starter. I mean, we were clearing up drug equipment and bottles from Mother Ivey's yesterday. We're not open. It's clearly either day visitors or locals. And it's quite shocking what we've had to clear, which, when we're open, it'll be kids coming across all of that stuff. So it is terrible what's going on. But I'd actually say, Dani, I think it's counterintuitive, but one of the reasons we've got problems with our beaches, particularly the urban beaches like Bournemouth, is that bed and breakfast, hotels and campsites like mine at Mother Ivey's, we're not open. If we were, we'd be providing a degree of self-sufficiency for guests, and also we'd be spreading visitors more widely and more thinly across all the UK holiday destinations. And hopefully Wales will get the okay for the 15th of July on that. But when we're only getting day visitors, there is a limit to how far people can travel with their kids and their family and everything else for a day. And consequently, the beaches, the urban beaches in particular, Bournemouth, yesterday they got it badly, but it has been Brighton, it's also been Newquay. And really, it isn't surprising we've got these problems. We do need to get hospitality back open.
Patrick, it's been lovely to talk to you again. Patrick Langmaid there from Mother Ivey's Bay Holiday Park near Padstow in Cornwall. And as I say, it looks like from the 15th, all accommodation should be available to book.